This was the shit. The absolute shit. Never before have I actually, seen the story of the creation of the Amulet of Kings back in the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And it tells the tale that I was not expecting to hear. This game was absolute badass to play. So many things going on. It's so many quests, so many creative ideas going on that I just have to talk about it. This was the Elder Scrolls Online. It takes place thousands of years before Skyrim, and roughly 800 before the series takes place. A lot of good things to say about this, and a lot of minor problems with this too. Especially getting into this game later than the release date, I skipped through all the bugs, all the problems, so going through this with a fresh state of mind was fantastic. This story, it has so many things to take, especially with the Morrowind DLC. It starts with the Morrowind. You are whatever legion you sign yourself up to be. So there is so many good things about this. You actually get to go to the city of Vivec and actually get an enchanted, possessed individual tell you, as Azira, the goddess, something is wrong with this world. And you soon will start understanding throughout Morrowind, you actually see the volcano and it's starting to erupt. So you go to Vivec, the city of Vivec, and get to meet so many people, see the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, so many fun things to do. The story is about the creation of the Amulet of Kings and the Champions of Five. These people were betrayed by none other than Manny-Marco, and he is finally returning. He is finally returning, and he is going to take over the Imperial City with the demon Molag Bal, the Lord of Destruction and Chaos, and Domination. So he does this, and he takes over everything. And he starts becoming more and more of an off-screen problem as you become the soulless one, the one without the soul. For the first time, we actually get to see the more pagan side, the more mystical side of the Elder Scrolls. Far out, everything is so beautiful going throughout the game. It's like this is an artistic dream world. This is something just so dang cool. I just want to see more of this. This is what the Elder Scrolls should be, instead of down-to-earth or boring little architecture place like Oblivion or down-to-earth like Skyrim. It should be more like this. Everything in the game has so much to say. And there's just so much action, badass stuff going on. And so many things can happen to our Wanderer of the Aldmeri Dominion or the Pact or the Daggerfall Covenant. We can see the world as this war plays out and actually becoming member or following the Champions of Five as Manny-Marco makes deals upon the world of these many magicians, these mercenaries, to capture the people of these war of all sides and sacrifice them and draw runes on their bodies. For the serpents, fight through many different layers and caves of the serpents to see these sacrificed victims, to create magical energy for Molag Bal, to make a manifestation of this world, to create anchors into this realm, and it's your job to save it. This is what the Elder Scrolls is, and that is what the Elder Scrolls should be. These mystical Elder Scrolls has told that many tales, and many tales indeed, about many warriors, but this is pre-arena and many different political outstrikes. The Aldemari Dominion, the Queen of the Aldemari Dominion, someone is trying to assassinate. The god himself of the Master Chi of Vardenfell, Vivek, is losing his power. And we are seeing a three-way type of war, a Triforce type of war, all battling it out. This is the time. This is the time of the Aldemari Dominion, back when they were actually the good guys. They have a lot of elements within their group that is quantifiably good. There are many different things, so many things you can just say. Anything. But you yourself are the soulless one, the one without the soul that was first sacrificed to Manimarco and Moleg Bal, and you have to escape his realm and save the old man, figuring out that this old man had a legend to him. And it's your job to meet all of the champions of 5 in order for the war to conclude. Take back the Imperial City. So many things can take place in this world. So many artistic designs that were chosen. Look at this. You actually get to see the rest of Morrowind, the capital of Morrowind. You can see a lot of the Skyrim, even though it's scaled down. And the entire province of Cyrodiil is a war zone, and it's very brilliant how they did this. But the minor gripes is that there are so many lore-breaking moments, and it's like, I remember when Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, stole the idea of A New Hope. Well, this game's storyline kind of, like, especially in the second and third acts, and then the later chapters, kind of mimics Oblivion in a lot of ways. Even the ending, straight up the ending, is legitimately the ending of Oblivion. And it was just so disappointing, especially with how this game was released with so many bugs. And then you have to go... I can't even tell you how many lore-breaking things are in this game that go against everything that was established. Especially in the Skyrim parts and the Oblivion, even in the Cyrodiil parts of the game. There's just... seeing a completely different Cyrodiil's a good thing, but so many lore-breaking issues there. But specifically the areas of Skyrim, seeing the old cities and how they used to look back aeons and eras before is great, but there's so many, all the quests, at least almost every single quest, has so many things that are mind-bogglingly lore-breaking. I highly recommend this game, and if you can look past all the lore breaks, good for you. This is a good game. I highly recommend it. Another terrible thing about this game is the combat. The combat is... it feels like it's so static. I liked it at first, but then I was like, oh, this is strategical, pick your moves. But then it's like all the enemies go back to where they were. And I didn't really like it, especially since an entire stronghold doesn't attack you at once. I really hated that. And how many enemies just reload, making it freaking impossible to go through an entire dungeon. And have to backstep, oh, I died, let's start over, start where I was. It's just so impossible. But that's enough about the gripes. A lot of the good things start coming back. This game is bipolar with the pros and cons type of thing. First of all, this game morifies and makes it more stuff like necromancy so intriguing, and yet with the new Ellisware DLC, makes it so morally acceptable as well. You don't really see the dark types of magic to be morally acceptable outside of games like Skyrim and maybe Dragon Age, maybe Baldur's Gate, maybe specifically Diablo. You don't really see that the moral justification of stuff like necromancy, satanic type of things, and this game does perfectly. Another really cool thing, I'm just going to end this video and this retrospect with this, is that the old man you help is actually an ex-king of all of Tamriel. And it just, that spoiler really got to me, and actually meeting and going through your legacy as the soulless one to meet all the champions of 5. This game does wonders. except a lot of the side quests, especially in Skyrim, and in Vardenfell and Somerset Isles, all the stuff we've already been to, and even Hammerfell, a lot of lore-breaking bullshit. So, yeah, I take a grain of salt with this game. I highly recommend it.